this is your first electric car, I think it makes more sense because it drives more or less like a petrol ICE engine cars.
The size of a Creta pretty much. It's about 4.2 meters long, just about the size of a Creta. Mahindra's dynamics on the road over potholes is just amazing. Right from 0 RPM you have 100% torque, and this thing can pull. It pulls pretty heavily on the move.
What's popping YouTube? Welcome back to Two Brother Vlogs. It's been almost 1.5 months. We got the new Mahindra XUV 700. The 700 video is already up, the goods and the bads. The link is down below, so do check them out. This video is going to be the goods about this car and why we selected this car over the Tata Nexon EV. This car costed us 20 lakh rupees on road. So we got the insurance done outside, and there is a massive discount running from Mahindra itself. So the Punch EV was costing close to 19 lakh rupees or and the Nexon top-end EV was costing close to 24 lakh rupees. Close to Punch, the length and the width of this vehicle more than the Nexon EV. So because of that, we get a massive boot and also good knee room and plenty of headroom. And this car has very good bottle holders. So there are two there are two more here, there are two more here, one at each rear seat and two more here. So yeah, bottle holder capacity is quite large. And also compared to the Nexon and the Punch, the central cubby area is also quite big with a decent deep deep glove box. This being electric, it is absolutely silent. Start, a good full digital display, a massive infotainment screen as well. So yep, AC on, handbrake down, drive mode on. And before going any further, this car around 20 lakh rupees EV, we are getting dual zone climate control. So Rohit's temperature is 27.5, my temperature is 24. So that's a very neat feature. Not many cars have this. Let's say you put on the indicator, okay, remember the sound. You can actually change the sound in this car. Go into settings. Let's say, suppose if you didn't like the sound, and go to sound, the sound changed. I have another profile. So there are 3 profiles, and also you can tune the volume as well. So yeah, not many cars have this here. I mean, as far as I recall, only Mahindra gives this feature. So okay, let's go. For the sheer size of this car, it is very easy to drive because the steering is on the lighter side. The brakes are quite responsive, and unlike other EVs, this car drives more or less like a regular petrol diesel car because there are 2 ways to look at it. First thing, you cannot adjust the region levels. It says L here, which increases the region, but you cannot adjust the region levels like the Tiago or the other Tata EVs. So because of that, if this is your first electric car, I think it makes more sense because it drives more or less like a petrol ICE engine cars. And the steering wheel is extremely light. That's a good part. But the bad part is on the highways, it basically feels very vague. Let's reserve this for the bad video.
So again, as Srijan has mentioned the size about this car, right? It is a big car. It is genuinely the size of a Creta pretty much. It's about 4.2 meters long, just about the size of a Creta. That makes a lot of room, or should I say cabin space is immense in this car when you compare to any of its competition.
It's actually based on the XUV 300, XUV 3XO platform, but they have stretched because
this is in fact the SsangYong, the original one. This was the original size, and initially to keep it under 4 meters, they had chopped it for the XUV 300, and for the 400 there was no issues regarding that. So this is pretty long a car, and that is actually felt. And Mahindra's dynamics on the road over potholes is just amazing. I really love the way this car rides over bad roads in city conditions at slow speeds, because it just feels very comfortable over potholes. You don't feel it as much, and it is really good. And now we need to actually see the acceleration. There are 3 modes in it. They're called Fun. What are the others?
Fun, Fast and Fearless. very difficult to remember those names, but yes, we are currently in Fun, which is the least powerful mode.
I think even the top speed is capped to something, right?
92 kilometers per hour. I've ridden close to 5,200 kilometers, so I know of this car quite a lot. So yeah, 92 is Fun is logged at, and Fast is logged at 120 kilometers per hour, and Fearless is topped at 162 kilometers per hour, and the car doesn't go beyond 160. It's locked.
That's good.
It's good. It's good.
It's locked.
And
in fact, this is Agastya school bus which is going. That yellow thing that you saw was Agastya school bus.
this is a neat feature which says 87 is my battery percentage.
89, dude.
Okay, 89 is my battery percentage, and with a kilometer range of 247. Let's say if I just turn off the AC, you can see an instant difference of 30 kilometers per hour, 30 kilometers in total range. But yeah, कौन चलाता है बिना AC का? And yes, and if this is in the least powerful mode, I am going to the most powerful mode, and there's a difference of 40 kilometers as you can see. And in the most powerful mode, I am giving full whack. 1, 2, 3. So on paper, it does 0 to 100 in 8 seconds.
Mind you, again, the reason why you feel such a surge of acceleration in these battery-powered cars is because, one, they have a single-speed gearbox. Two, they have the 100% torque which is available in them right from zero. Pretty much zero acceleration or zero torque. 0 RPM. My language has gone kaput now, but yes. Right from 0 RPM, you have 100% torque. And this thing can pull. It pulls pretty heavily on the move.
I mean, I got used to this car, and riding Tiago EV back to back after this, that car feels slow. I mean,
yeah. You know, I still remember when we were making videos of the Tiago, when we got it, I felt fast. That
felt really quick, instant power again.
Yeah.
But this car in the lowest power mode can easily outpace the Tiago in its most powerful
for
drive
sure, in
mode.
its sports mode.
And this car, I feel the best feature is the riding comfort. It just glides over potholes. But if there's a very deep pothole and you're going at a good speed, there's a crashing sound or thrashing sound you can hear from the suspension.
I think that is synonymous with all Mahindras, right? Even in
Yes.
the 700,
Even
over
in the
small potholes, it is amazing.
Yes.
And it thuds basically when it is a very deep
And
pothole.
that crashing sound, when you hear it, it feels that there's something broken in the car.
Yeah.
But at low speeds, the suspension of this car is excellent. Yeah, like I said, it's a dual zone climate control, and also the fan speed. It gets quite loud, and it blows when.
A lot of air. Like,
Yeah, a lot of air.
end of the day, again, you know, all these cars what we are talking about are kind of the entry level
Into the EV market.
The EV market.
What I feel is Indian EV market is actually picking up a bit.
Very fast. Right?
Tata are doing a great job. The Curve EV is excellent to look at.
Yeah.
And it has packed in a lot of features. But mind you, Tata features are good. But
They have a lot of
my friend
minor
drives the Rexon EV, and he always faces electrical issue. When you are driving an EV car, you don't want that electrical issue. Scares the shit out of you. Hey, forgot login, bro. So yeah.
Mind our languages because we have become non-vloggers. We haven't vlogged in a while. So yeah, our jargons have gone, and yes. But yes, so in general, this car is been good. The quirks are there. There are a few quirks. Obviously, with every car, there are pros and cons. The cons will be in another video on why we don't like this, or the features we don't like in this car.
One more AC feature which we forgot to tell is that you do get rear AC vents. Unlike the Punch, you get rear AC vents, and you get a regular USB Type A here, and USB Type C, and also a cigarette lighter at the back. So you basically have auto wipers and also auto headlamps on these. We've got the cruise control, obviously, but it is not ADAS, so it is just regular cruise control. And unlike the Tiago, which misses out on the traction control, this car has traction control. It took us some time to realize what is missing on the Nexon and what is present in this car. One is sunglasses holder up here, and
Nexon doesn't have it.
no, Nexon doesn't.
Surprising.
Yes, and also the XUV 700, which we have, misses out on the
Auto dimming.
auto dimming. If you can see, this is an auto dimming ORVM, and if I just cover my hand here, you just observe that screen is turning blue. So
Screen nahi, mirror.
ठीक है, mirror is turning blue. That's because अगर कोई high beam डाल दिया, so this thing turns blue and it will not obstruct your vision.
Oh, Hyderabad traffic, yeah. It's about to rain again.
And the rains are bad. I saw what happened in Andhra, and that is horrible. Okay, just pray for them. Okay, this thing has internal maps built in, and with this, with the help of this, and wait, and you can go to settings and then press navigation. The same thing is mimicked in your driver display, and press and hold of this button. You get full digital navigation in front of you, and you can go back to, let's say, radio. And yeah, so this display is always on, so you are never hampered with going where to where.
So this kind of sums it up. In short, again, I will brief you guys. The car is fun to drive in cities. It is powerful. It is extremely high acceleration.
It has a lot of cabin space compared
Yes.
to, let's say, Nexon the Punch. I think even the Curve, because the Curve misses out on headroom. As far as my driving experience goes in this car, I still did not face any electrical issues in this vehicle, unlike the Nexon, which has a lot of electrical problems. And
And it's actually very good value for money when you compare it to the Nexon and also the Punch. Because you get a car which is larger than the Nexon and slightly pricier over the Punch.
yeah,
So
and
which-
also the range, without AC on the Odo, it shows 300 kilometers.
In realistic terms, we've been achieving between
280,
280,
290.
yeah.
So that is quite good, because the Tiago EV can do 180, give or take, and this is doing close to
100 extra on
100
top
extra,
of that.
280, 290, and yeah, I'm happy. Bigger car.
More comfort.
Yes.
Really comfortable, actually, to be honest. That's where we are at. So this is where, again, welcome back to Two Brother Vlogs. Watch Pop on YouTube. I know we haven't said that, but yes, hopefully.
And in the
fingers
next
crossed we'll get
video,
that.
we will definitely tell you about what is bad in this car, and there are a lot. There are a lot.
There are, definitely. Like as we say, in everything that is good, there is something that is bad as well. So, ciao, till the next time. Bye.